Hello and welcome to the channel. Right, okay, okay, you haven't cleaned it, have you? You haven't cleaned it. Hold on. Alright, hold on then. Hold on. Cut. Now we've got fire line session, we've got plenty. Let's see, this should be. I'm doing this sort of. It's a bit of a confusion here. It's like more of a top-down method this time. Yes, top-down method, top-down. Is it a top-down method? Yeah. I think that's going to go like a house on fire.
Once she responded, when you sort of...
But she ignored it.
No, but she said that it was that she hadn't had a chance to respond yet, and when she
I thought your priority was women and girls being safe. So you've got one council repeatedly asking you, "Can you help us with this matter?"
Look, sometimes things fall through the cracks. If you've been in government for 6 months and you're trying to get your handle on something that has been pre-established for 14 years, you've got to be willing to say that maybe the workload is such that you drop the
But you don't think she should be exempt from criticism because she's a woman, though, do you?
No, you should be criticised on the work that you do. That's why I said when you look at her response, she said the reason she said no to the inquiry is that they want an inquiry on a national level. Having product tested, doing it at the local level, she said it's more effective quicker. The problem I have with what has happened with Jess Phillips is that you should have sat down with these victims by now and had a conversation directly with them, because what you've got is too many external forces getting involved in the conversation.
Well, indeed, and we all know the way that vote played out with the other night. Many of you have been in touch with me and said you're absolutely furious by it.
It's -5 tonight. Well, it wasn't the car anyway.
MPs into a frenzy saying that you had to vote against this national inquiry. But when you look at the likes of
-5.
Lammy, Rayner, they didn't even vote. Many of you lot are quite angry about that. Look, lots to talk about after the break. Jubilee Tavern opens. No, I'm not doing Dry January. Reform UK, I want to talk about them.
This Saturday at 8 p.m, tune in to GB News Investigates documentary as we tell the full story of the grooming gang scandal.
The child has been stolen.
We will expose
Is the firelighting session working? Yes.
for decades.
Not one
Yes.
person has been held accountable.
Yes, it is.
Uncovers the true scale of the
Sentimental. Anyway, look,
Been having a bit of trouble getting it to go. Wasted some more firelighters. I thought I would spare you the torture of having to watch it. I think it's going now. So used quite a few. Looks, I think probably it's not very windy. Plus, I think we need to clean out the ash. When I'm going into Edinburgh on Sunday, I'll clean the ash out when I get home. That way it'll be, Sunday afternoon. It'll be completely cool. It takes hours for the ash to cool down. So I think it's going now. Yeah.
It does represent a fundamental rejection of the kind of governing order that we've had in this country since at least 1997, because there's really no distinction between the Conservative and Labour parties in their style of governance and the kind of the economic philosophy, the kind of general governing philosophy that both parties represent. It's just indistinguishable, right? And I think that it's no surprise that Reform are doing so well in the face of that. What I would say is that I think that the momentum in British politics is clearly behind Reform UK. But with that being said, they now need to start putting out some real substance, right? What are they actually going to do when they win all of these seats, right? Because I have no doubt at the next general election, unless something radical happens, I think that they are going to win a hell of a lot of seats, and so dozens, maybe hundreds. And so between now and then, we really do need to see a more codified, a more clear, precise, specific policy platform for them. Because I think a lot of people who are supporters of the party, like myself, we want to see some actual meat now.
Some actual meat? Do you want to say actual meat?
Yeah, it's definitely going now, isn't it?
Do you feel optimistic and
Yeah.
enthusiastic that you'll get
Definitely going now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What I find about reform is appealing to the populist vote.
And your fire is going quite well now.
President-elect Donald Trump has been handed an
Yeah.
unconditional discharge in the Stormy Daniels.
So I'm looking at,
He won't go to jail or
I think what we'll
face
do
a
tonight is, I was sort of thinking, oh, don't go and do a video, but I think what we'll do is I'll go and do a bit more art.
20th of January.
Uh,
Explaining his decision, Judge Merchant says the protections afforded to the office of the president.
so the fire, this is Friday evening, 1 minute past 7, 10th of January.
A nighttime curfew has been imposed in the fire-hit areas of LA as police warn that anyone involved in despicable looting will be arrested.
So you get
At
good
least
looting.
10 people have been killed in wildfires tearing through the region, with high winds threatening to spread the flames further.
Right, so we've got the fire. The fire is going now.
A man has been detained.
Properly, isn't it?
Authorities say there's no conclusive proof
So
they
we
were
can
stopped
shut that.
deliberately. Officials warn
Think about getting it going tonight.
as it's been too dangerous to access some of the worst
Yeah.
areas. Body cam
You
footage
did.
from the New Orleans attack has emerged.
There's this, I mean, we know
Hello.
places where these horrendous grooming gangs were operating.
So the fire is
were
getting going.
With Labour-run councils. An inquiry will probably expose a lot of figures in
Claude
the Labour
Dobbs,
Party
political
who have
commentator.
acted inappropriately and turned a blind eye to what was going on. But I really think that they need to just show some humility and do the right thing. I think it's absolutely disgusting that you've got the Prime Minister just standing there talking about the
So we're on stage 3 of the firelighting session with the initial getting it going, then we had stopping it from conking out, then some more firelighters. Now to be fair, I think what the problem is,
read through what he's saying and clearly
it's
see
getting
that he
really
doesn't
thin,
want
dry
the reputation
kindling,
of the Labour
very
Party
dry.
and potentially
So I've got to get
himself
myself a
in
moisture
that
meter as my
position.
next
He does not
move.
care about those young girls that have been, abused in the most horrendous
Um,
ways.
Matthew, thousands of young girls have been systematically raped over the past 20 odd years in Midlands and northern towns by men, mainly, predominantly, of Muslim Pakistani heritage. We know that, we can say that on TV. I know in the past people have been accused of being racist for saying that, but it's a fact. And what I want to know is, I was going to ask...
So it's got a nice heart, we're getting there.
What I want to know is why is this happening?
I think we
that
should get it lovely and warm in the next few minutes.
Many years ago, I said that's the one thing that I imagine that might be the case. It might not. I think the only other thing I'd say as well is this was a bit of a wrecking amendment by the Conservatives. And I know it sounds like people are playing politics, but that's true. And if we'd have voted with the amendment,
That's a great debate. Thanks to Matthew, I left in the corner. I wish we had Matthew Stanley on now because he'd have been defending this all night long. No, but we have to add some common sense from our left.
Right, okay, that's the end of this firelighting session.
Next, we got four.
It looks like the fire is well and truly alight. It's got a heart. Put some more, a couple of sticks just on it now. I think it's looking good. Yeah, it's all nice and hot.
Escape to Skyfall 50150.
Just look how hot that is.
Essential TV, including Netflix. For our lowest ever price of £35.
So that'll be on all night. Might even be on in the morning when I get up.
Welcome to Haviland Furnishers in Llanidloes. For over 50 years, our family
So we've got
have been
plenty
helping
tingling,
customers turn their houses into homes.
stuff like that.
Here in the 70,000 square
Right.
foot showroom,
So,
we've got the biggest
thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And we'll get thee in the next video.
With a helping hand from Havren, you'll find what you love here in the heart of Wales. Visit our showroom or go to
Bye.
havrenfurnishers.co.uk.